Welcome to this basketball broadcast brought to you by WHOU and WFKT by Bowers Funeral Home, the County Federal Credit Union, TNT, Northern Maine Community College, Scoville Building Supply, FAP Body, United Insurance, J. McLaughlin Construction, Daigle Oil Company, Priority Auto Sales, Rick Hannigan Plumbing, Cushman & Sons, KVHC, County Ag and Turf, Houlton Tire and Steelstone, Maine Equipment, Griffith Ford, Napa and Coastal Auto Parts, Pat's Pizza, Madigan Home Healthcare, Pioneer Times, Pioneer Broadband, Thompson & Hamill, Aroostook Limousines, Huber Engineered Woods, Jeans Electronics, County Physical Therapy, Katahdin Trust Company, White Smiles, Maine Baseball Academy, S.W. Collins, Nortrax, Herring Brothers. Now let's go down to the floor.
We are at Alumni Gymnasium tonight here on WHOU, getting ready for our girls matchup featuring the number 1 seed in Class C, the Stearns Lady Minutemen, led in here by Coach Nick Cullen, as they take on the Houlton Shire's number 3 seed in Class B. I am Tim Tweedy, joined here tonight by Rob Moran. Lori Soucy's on camera, and Rob, Stearns is playing pretty darn well through the first half of the season. They're winning their games by an average of just about 20 points, and they look like they should be the number 1 ranked team in Class C.
Yeah, we remember them from last year. Played them 3 times last year. We ended up playing them in the prelim game. They came up here and upset us, but I don't think most people really thought that was an upset. That was a really good Stearns team. Same team's back. To me, the story in this game is, can the Houlton girls handle pressure and deal with Stearns' really good press? And then obviously the Alley girls, we're looking at 2 all-state level players that are both tremendous, can do everything on the basketball court. And the other girls for Stearns all play their roles. They all know what to do. You know, they can make shots if the Alley girls are keyed on. So they're a finely tuned machine right now, and it would be a truckload of points if the Houlton girls could upset them somehow. They'd probably, if not, be locked into a home playoff, maybe all the way even into not having to play a playoff game. And they're in the hunt for that right now, Tim. I don't think you or I, either one of us, maybe expected this. They've had a solid start. Tough game the other day against Babs, but Babs is a pretty solid team. Before that, Houlton had that nice win over Old Town and a bunch of other high-quality point wins.
No, we talked about that. They're a team that ended up 9-10 after the prelim loss to the Stearns team last year. And so when you finish 500 or just a game below 500, and then you move up a class, you don't expect that things are going to improve that much. But yeah, here's Houlton sitting in a record of 5-3. Still got lots of winnable games. Still some tough games on their schedule as well. But they got their 1 game over with against MDI. Got their 1 game over with against Herman. Still going to play Presque Isle again and some other challenging games. Certainly this game against Stearns. And they're going to have to go to Millinocket and take on Stearns down at their home gym as well. But, you know, I'd say you're right. Houlton is maybe a little bit further ahead than where we expected them to be at this time of the year. And Stearns is just about where we thought they might be. We knew Calais was going to be one of the top teams, and they still are. I think you could probably put Stearns and Calais in that conversation, maybe a little bit ahead of everybody else, followed not far behind by PVHS and Dexter. But, you know, you look at the Stearns team, they played both of those ball clubs, both PVHS and Dexter, and got very favorable results.
Yeah, they've handled their the Dexters and the PVHSs easily. 2 teams that we probably thought before the season they were going to be tight games, but they weren't tight games at all. They won pretty easy.
Yeah, they sure did. Lots more to talk about here on the J. McLaughlin Construction pregame show. We got 8.5 minutes before we're going to tip it off, so we'll go ahead and take a 2-minute break, go back to the station, and we'll be back to talk about more of these 2 ball clubs coming up on WHOU.
Hi from Jeans, where you'll find better TV and more ways to enjoy it. Get 190 channels for $59.99 a month with Dish. Plus, get a free voice remote on us. And remember, we're also trained Nest Pros and deliver white glove service for all kinds of smart home solutions, like the Google Nest Learning Thermostat, or the Google Nest Cam Outdoor, which lets you look after your home from anywhere so you can travel worry-free. So come and visit our newest location on Stillwater in Bangor, or visit us online to find a local store near you.
Aroostook Limousines and Ace Rent-A-Car get you there in style. Aroostook Limousines has 8 and 12 passenger limousines and a 20 passenger party bus for evenings out, proms, weddings, birthdays, concerts, whatever the celebration. Travel anywhere in-state. And Ace Rent-A-Car specializes in insurance rentals and has locations in Presque Isle, Houlton, and Patton at Savage Paint and Body. Ace offers everything from compact cars to vans. Ace Rent-A-Car. We do it right and we make it easy. Reach both businesses at 768-7368.
Hello, this is Tony Bowers at Bowers Funeral, and we want to wish good luck to all area basketball teams, boys and girls, as you strive for the gold ball at the end of the season. We are proud to be a part of your communities and our family serving your family since 1900. Good luck, play hard, and above all, be good sportsmen.
Be good for Nana, okay?
I love you. That's not me.
A moment like this is decades in the making. The County Federal Credit Union, partnering with you to achieve financial success so you can enjoy the moments that matter. CountyFCU.org.
Back live on the Jay McLaughlin Construction pregame show here on WHOU. 6 minutes from tip-off. It's going to be the Stearns Lady Minutemen and the Houlton Lady Shires. A battle between two of the top seeds in their respective classes. Houlton, number 3 in Class B. Stearns, number 1 in Class C. And, you know, Rob, I had an opportunity to read an article that I saw that somebody had put online here. Think about this for a second. So, as far as the Alley family goes, you've got Raymond Alley, who's the dad. He scored the most points all-time in schoolboy history. I believe Cindy Blodgett has the record for all-time for a state of Maine basketball player, but he totaled 2,306 points in his 5 years playing at Vinyl Haven. You know, got to play because of his 8th grade year, 5 years. So all-time boys leader. Mom, Christy, 1,181 points. She scored a Stearns, so she's well over 1,000. Older sisters, Rachel and Emma, each had 1,000 points. And now you've got the two that are on the team right now in Catherine and Rachel. Catherine just scored her 1,000 point here just recently, and she poured in 32 points in a game against Bucksport down at the Cross Insurance Center. And Rachel is well on pace to be able to score 1,000. I mean, it's kind of incredible what these girls are able to do.
Pretty good genes, right? Raymond Alley, one of the best players I've seen, and of course, their mom, too, she was a great player. Both Husson Hall of Famers. So you got to think they're going to be pretty good, but they've had to put a lot of time and effort into. It's not just you don't wake up because your parents were good basketball players and be a good basketball player. You have to put time in.
And I do want to make sure I said that right. It's Rachel and Emma, the older sisters. Catherine, who scored 1,000 recently. Allison is the younger one, who's on pace for 1,000. But just really incredible. But, you know, it's more than just those two players on this team. They returned their entire starting 5 from a season ago, and you and I talked about it. You've got the Kenyon girls, Casey and Katie, who are out there. They can create some matchup problems. They can step out and hit shots. They can also go into the post. So if you put a smaller player on them, they're going to back it in on the block. You know, and if you go with a bigger player, they might try to suck them out, either try to shoot the outside shot or blow by him and try to get to the hoop. Then you got Annalise Robinson. So this Stearns team is tough, not only because they're they're very talented, and they have really two of the best players in all Class C or two of the better players in all Northern Maine, but they're a well-rounded ball club.
Yep, absolutely. You can't just key on the Alley girls. I mean, think about it. How many junk defenses do they see? Probably every night. They probably see a triangle and 2, box and 1, some type of defense, and you can't key on them because the other girls can score the ball. Annalise Anderson, she is a beast down on the baseline. Very good player down there. Did a lot of damage in the prelim game here against Houlton last year. I remember them beating us up on the glass quite a bit, and just like you said, it's pick your poison.
And, you know, on the other side, as you look at Houlton, Mia Henderson, she is the reigning Big East Player of the Week, in large part due to her 24-point performance against Old Town. But they've got some other ball players as well. Tegan Ewings averages about 10 points a game. Olivia Henderson, who's a primary ball handler. She can step outside and shoot it. The questions you have is, will Houlton junk Stearns? Are they going to try to play a triangle in 2? I don't see even a box in 1 necessarily working. It's probably going to have to be a triangle in 2. Or do they try to go with something else? So that's one of the biggest questions I've got. And then can Houlton's guards rebound? I mean, Stearns has pretty good average size all around, and 2 of their shorter starters are the Alley girls who can both jump through the roof.
Yeah.
So can Houlton rebound?
I think you'll see Houlton probably play some type of zone to start. Not necessarily. Problem with not starting in a triangle in 2 is if, say you start zone and the other team goes out to a big lead, the Alley girls do a lot of damage, then you want to go triangle in 2. It's hard to do that because they can hold the ball and make you come out of that triangle. Not that most people won't do that, but I've seen that happen quite a few times.
And still getting our feet underneath us here, Rob. I think just kind of hit me. I think I said Annalise Robinson. We're going to correct that. It's Annalise Anderson. And let's look ahead to what else we've got coming up on WHOU. Under 2 minutes left here on the Coastal Auto Parts scoreboard. Coming up tonight at 7 p.m., so they're about ready to kick off coverage. In Old Town, it's going to be the Foxcroft Ponies taking on the Old Town Boys. Again, that's a 7 o'clock start. 6:45, your coverage begins. Tomorrow night, it's a rare night off on WHOU. I'm not sure that that's happened with the exception of one of those big nights and snowstorms, but not a lot of games going on around the state because it's a busy Saturday probably is the reason why. You and I are going to be up in Mars Hill. We're going to be covering a doubleheader between the Woodland girls and boys taking on the Central Aroostook girls and boys. First game starts at 2:30, and that's the girls. The boys will follow shortly after. Also on Saturday here on WHOU, Dexter at the PVHS girls. That game starts at noontime. Hodgton at the Fort Kent girls. That game starts at 4:30. And Washington Academy at Caribou girls and boys. And that should be a couple highly anticipated games there. WA boys, one of the pleasant surprises in Class B boys so far in the season. Those 2 games start at 3 and 4:30.
Lots of basketball to be watched for sure.
We'll make up for a Friday night off by giving you all you want on Saturday. Essentially, you can start watching games at noontime. And the last game starts at 4:30, probably end around 6 o'clock. Have an opportunity to grab a little bite to eat and then turn on the Patriots playoff games. You don't have to leave the couch on Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know I'll be tuned into that game. You will too.
We will. We make it back from Mars Hill. You and I will be tuning into that. We're about ready to take it down to the court where Sydney Peabody, a junior here at Houlton High School, will be giving us our player introductions. They'll be brought to you by the County Federal Credit Union. Sydney's also going to come up and join us at halftime. Got lots to talk about with her. But we'll save that after we get the first 2 frames in. She's waiting patiently down courtside, and I think we're about ready to take it down to Sydney.
For today's game between the Stearns Lady Minutemen and our Houlton Shiretowners. Turner and Mr. Cassidy. Houlton High School places sportsmanship as a high priority. Support the players, coaches, and officials. The Lady Minutemen are coached by Nick Cullen and assisted by Mike Brown and Christy Topley. The Shiretowners are coached by Sean Graham and assisted by Clyde Borman and John Solomon. Now let's introduce the starters for the visiting Stearns. Number 3, Katie Kenyon. Number 22, Catherine Alley. Number 23, Allison Alley. Number 24, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran red, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And a very multi-talented Sydney Peabody
Great job
bringing
there.
you that national anthem.
One of the best versions we've heard all year.
And you can give her that compliment when she comes up here at halftime. And she will be joining us. To begin this contest, Stearns will come out in their traveling blue uniforms. Houlton with the home whites with the black trim. Starters brought to you by the County Federal Credit Union are going to be for Stearns, Katie Kenyon, Catherine Alley, Allison Alley, Annalise Anderson, and Casey Kenyon. For Houlton will be Olivia Henderson, Tegan Ewings, Mia Henderson, Abby Worthley, and Rebecca Howe. Your officials, Mr. Mark Turner, Mr. Eric Cassidy, and Mr. Steve Clark. Standing center circle to jump it up, it's going to be Anderson and Howe. The fans will stand as they wait for Houlton to score the first 2 points. The ball is going to be controlled by the Minutemen.
Important for Houlton to get off to a good start here, Tim.
As right now, it's going to be Catherine Alley. Gives the ball out top to her sister. Going to be very patient is Allison. Dump the ball in. Anderson's shot will not fall. Howe with the rebound.
Good decision there by Howe not to force it.
Worthley starts right, kicks it out. Ewings, baseline jumper, gets it to rattle home.
Good start for Houlton. Nice pass, a good little mid-range jumper by Tegan Ewings.
The Shires with a quick 2-0 lead. This game just underway. Here in the corner with it, Allison Alley. Works it out top. Katie Kenyon. Now to Casey Kenyon.
Stearns trying to get the ball into the middle of that zone somehow.
Looking to drive along the baseline. Casey Kenyon, no room to go. Howe saves it in, and then it's going to be lost out of bounds as Annalise Anderson lost the ball. Looked like she would have had a pretty decent look at the hoop, Rob. Should have been able to hold on to it.
Oh, yeah, she had a layup. Here comes some pressure by Stearns. Looks like man-to-man.
Worthley able to get by her defender. She's going to take it all the way to the hoop. She tries a scoop shot from the left side. Can't get it to go, but she was fouled.
Good job drawing contact there, Abby Worthley. Just like seeing her get to the line. She's generally a really good free throw shooter.
First foul of the game is going to go against Katie Kenyon of the Minutemen. Abby Worthley at the free throw line. And she's going to make her first free throw. That gives us an opportunity to bring you the injury report brought to you by County Physical Therapy. Whether you want to get back to sports, back to work, or simply back to living your life, County Physical Therapy can help. Visit one of their 5 convenient locations or online at countypt.com to learn how CPT can help you. For the Minutemen, everyone healthy. Begin this contest. Bree Barton still out for Houlton, as she has been so far in the entire season. On the mend after a recent surgery, back in the action, as Annalise Anderson couldn't get her first shot to go, but she stuck with it, Rob, and able to put it up and in. She got the hoop and the arm.
Yeah, she's left-handed, and that makes it a little tougher to defend. She did a lot of damage down on that baseline versus Houlton last year.
Mia Henderson picked up her first foul. Annalise Anderson at the line is going to miss the free throw, so it's a 4-2 game, minute and a half into this contest. But with a 2-point lead and the ball, Rebecca Howe has her pass tipped right out. Olivia Henderson now to Tegan Ewing.
Houlton running some flex offense, got a great look.
Mia Henderson just couldn't drain that three, and the ball's going to be last touched and out of bounds by Ewing. So Stearns will get the ball back.
Yep, good look. That's a shot she's going to knock down a decent amount of the time.
With it, Catherine Alley goes into the corner. The ball's going to be tipped. It's on the floor. It's going to be controlled by Katie Kenyon.
Tough break there for Houlton. That loose ball. Those are the ones you got to have in a game like this.
In the corner, Casey Kenyon. Back out to Katie. Now in the hands of Catherine Alley. Little confusion here as you have to look over to the bench to find out exactly what they're trying to run. Houlton's out here. They have been changing up defenses. The shot's going to be put up and off the mark. Casey Kenyon couldn't get the first putback to go. She stuck with it. She drew a foul. It's going to be the second team foul against the Shires.
It'll be on Olivia Henderson. Sometimes it looks like.
And Coach Sean Graham wants to take a 30-second timeout. With 5:28 remaining here in the first quarter, Houlton has a 4-2 lead. We'll be back in 30 seconds on WHOU.
Want that special item for this year's high school basketball season to show your team support? Cushman & Sons, locally owned and operated in Presque Isle, has team sportswear and will do custom embroidery, screen printing, logo design, digital and printing, as well as banners, decals, and other vinyl works. Cushman & Sons also can design trophies, awards, and add specialty items. Cushman & Sons, 764-3833 or CushmanandSonsInc.com. And don't forget to visit and like their Facebook page. If you can think it, Cushman & Sons will say, yeah, we can do that.
Back live here on WHOU as the first free throw by Casey Kenyon is missed. She's going to have a second free throw coming her way. That one is away, and it's going to be a little bit too strong, so an empty trip that time. Houlton's going to keep a 4-2 advantage.
Houlton did a nice job that time blocking out. Stearns hits the glass hard for not a ton of size, but they get a lot of offensive rebounds, a lot of athleticism.
Olivia Henderson looks to start the offense. Tries to go by Catherine Alley. Inside to go. Becca Howe is going to have her shot blocked.
Trying to run some flex there. Decent look, but a great block by Stearns.
Catherine Alley shot a little bit too strong, and another offensive board. Rob, so far, Stearns has controlled the glass.
Yep, too many offensive rebounds. Sometimes that's hard when you're in a 3-2 zone, 1-2-2 zone. You got to get down and rebound the middle. That hasn't happened so far for Houlton.
Tried to go inside to Anderson. That pass a little bit too high. Good help side defense for the Shires to go back the other way. That three-point attempt is going to be well off the mark as sophomore Olivia Henderson unable to get that shot to fall. So Stearns will get the ball back. 4:32 remaining on the clock here in the first quarter. It's been a low-scoring first quarter. Houlton leads 4-2.
That's a good shot for Olivia Henderson, though. That's a shot she's hit a ton this year.
This foul going to be called as we saw Casey Kenyon with the ball kind of in the high post. Rebecca Howe went up and blocked the shot, but got some body.
Tough call there. Looked like she had a lot of ball up top, maybe got her down low.
Back to the line goes Casey Kenyon, where she just missed a pair. Buries the first, though. Gets her team back to within a point.
Stearns is getting, you mentioned it before, they're a little confused on offense, but they're still getting touches from in the middle of the paint, and that's going to cause trouble for Houlton's zone.
Kenyon's trip. She goes 1 for 2. Midway through the first quarter. Houlton with the ball and a 1-point advantage. It's Tegan Ewings looking to drive. Goes right, kicks it out. Henderson, Mia in the lane. She has her shot rejected. Katie Kenyon right there. Fast break, going the other way. Good left-hand shot up and in. Catherine Alley.
Alley to alley there. Great pass. Nice left-handed finish by Catherine.
First lead of the game for the Minutemen. It's 5-4 Stearns. Howe with it in the paint, and it's going to be a foul called. It's going to be against Annalise Anderson.
A good hustle by her. Kind of got Rebecca Howe's legs.
Oh, we'll get the ball out along the baseline as it'll come in to Mia Henderson. Good out-of-bounds play right to Worthley. Got the shot they wanted. First attempt wouldn't go, but Rebecca Howe there collects the offensive board, puts it up and in. It's 6-5 Houlton.
Rebecca Howe does such a good job on the glass. Really strong rebounder.
Now the Minutemen look to answer. It's Catherine Alley, right side, defended by Mia Henderson. They move the ball out along the perimeter. Allison Alley Catherine Alley.
Houlton's okay with them throwing the ball around out 20 feet from the basket. They don't want the middle of the paint touches.
Houlton's limited Stearns' opportunities to get out and run, which they do like to do. You saw that impressive fast break. That's when they're at their best.
Yep. Good passers and very athletic.
Allison Alley with it, left side beyond the arc. No shot so far in this possession. About 30 seconds has gone off the clock.
Yeah, they're running their offense, 3 or 4 feet behind the three-point line. Tough to do that.
Houlton zone is definitely giving Stearns some issues here so far. Looking to drive. Catherine Alley gets in the lane. Little contact, no call. Put up the left-handed shot. Houlton comes down with it.
Pretty good D by Becca Howe there. Stayed vertical.
Mia Henderson looked to take it herself, and while her shot was off the mark, she's going to be fouled. She's going to have 2 free throws coming her way.
Yep. Good take there by Mia. Kind of got bailed out. That was going to be a real tough shot.
It's going to be the second personal foul against Katie Kenyon. Each team with 3 team fouls, as we'll see Gersa look to check in the game here for Stearns.
Comes Drew Woolman checking in for Houlton.
Mia able to make a pair. It's 8-5 now. Shires with the lead. 2:30 left to go here in the first quarter. Here's Catherine Alley directing traffic. Swings it over to her sister, Allison. They go in the corner, Gersa. Goes inside Anderson. Houlton playing tight defense.
Yep.
Last few possessions.
Yeah, they've done a good job. There's some dribble penetration there, and that's what'll beat a zone too. When you get spread out like that, somebody can go by with the dribble. It causes a lot of problems.
That was Catherine Alley using the crossover dribble, now a steal. Allison Alley came up with the basketball. Score 8-7 Houlton. Stearns could take the lead with a basket on this possession. We see Allison Alley with it, guarded by Ewings. Right side beyond the arc. Now they go into the corner. Casey Kenyon. Inside they go. Catherine Alley, and they're going to say she took steps.
I'll tell you, Houlton's doing a good job talking about where the alleys are. Lots of conversations. They're picking up almost like a matchup zone when they get the ball.
Rebecca Howe gets a breather for the Shires as Kennedy Buzzio checks in the game. Stearns is able to load up the pressure here. Man-to-man press. They get the ball in. Tegan Ewings working against Anderson. Inside they go. Buzzio had a hard time collecting the ball, and she took the steps.
Yeah, tough catch there and had to spin around. Tough play.
You can see some confusion right now on the Stearns bench. Just trying to figure out how to answer against this Houlton defense. Gersa with it. In the corner they go. Catherine Alley. Now inside Anderson. She's going to be immediately double teamed. Back they go out. Catherine Alley, guarded by Drew Warman, looking to extend the defense. 1:05 now left on the clock here in the first quarter. It's 8-7 Houlton. Stearns very methodical on the offensive end. Weak side missed assignment as the help side defense was not there, and Gersa able to lay it up and in. Nice feed.
It was actually too overcommitted on the help side. On the strong side, gave Gersa a layup on the other side.
It's 9-8 Minutemen, 1-point advantage. Here's Olivia Henderson, hands it off. Dribble drive offense. 3-point attempt, up, no good.
Good look though, in and out for Olivia Henderson.
There's Catherine Alley, swings it around to her sister. Allison Alley gets into the paint, athletic take it. Can't get the first shot to go, grabs her on board, puts it up and in. It's an 11-8.
How quick was she off the floor? Went right up.
Everybody else was still down on the court. She'd already put the ball up on the second attempt.
Nice pass by Mia Henderson.
Mia able to break down the defense, found a wide open Kennedy Buzzio on the weak side. Houlton back within one. And that is the way the first quarter is going to end. It's going to be the Minutemen taking a 1-point lead into the second quarter. It's 11-10. We'll be back in 1 minute here on WHOU.
Excellence at ground level is what you get with J. McLaughlin Construction in Houlton. Founded in 2012, the company plans the construction of streets, residential areas, and commercial buildings, and they are involved in both public and private projects. Their high-quality work and many years of experience have earned them an excellent reputation and a loyal client base. Regardless of whether you need a detailed plan for a building or would like to build a road, J. McLaughlin Construction is your reliable partner for all your engineering needs. Call J. McLaughlin Construction at 532-6335 or 694-2546.
Welcome back here on WHOU. Getting ready for second quarter action. It's going to be Houlton's basketball to start the quarter. They currently trail the Stearns Minutemen by a score of 10-11 as the ball is going to be tipped out of bounds. So Houlton will have it out again. On the sideline, Worthley able to get the ball in. Drew Warman, guarded by Catherine Alley, finds Worthley right side. Robinson's guarding her. Howe back into the game here for the Shires. Is going to drive, puts up a shot, no good. She stays with it. Able to grab the offensive board. Mia Henderson drives in the lane, puts up a floater, can't get it to go. Rebound going to be ripped down. It's going to be a Stearns basketball.
Great look, though. Good take by Mia Henderson. Like the take. Got to finish, but I like the take.
Allison Alley feeds her sister Catherine out top. Draws a crowd, so now it's Gersa. Once again, Stearns being patient. Long two, partially deflected as Casey Kenyon tried to put that shot up. Houlton defender able to get a hand in.
Cleaned up the defensive glass a little bit here the last few minutes.
And a 3-second violation going to be called against the Shires. Not really sure which one that was.
It might have been on Becca Howe, I'm not sure.
Result in a turnover.
Those are the ones that prematurely age you when you're coaching.
So the Minutemen will get the ball back. 7 minutes left to go here in the first half. And a traveling violation going to be called as that was Gersa taking a big first step.
Yep, here comes some Stern pressure again.
Worthley able to get the ball inbounds, finds Warman. Drew dribbling left-handed. Being guarded closely by Allison Alley. Drew takes it herself, underhand scoop shot. Didn't go, rebound taken down by Allison Alley.
Gotta like that take though by Drew Warman.
Casey Kenyon changed directions, decides to feed the ball out. Allison Alley.
Good close out there by Tegan Ewings.
Alley's going to put a shot up. Allison can't get that to go. Offensive board, though, by Anderson. Catherine Alley, who's standing right at the free throw line. Her soft touch won't fall. Hit the rim a couple times. Mia Henderson comes down with the rebound.
Houlton dodged a bullet on Allison Alley. She normally knocks that one down. She's wide open.
No scoring in the first 2 minutes here of the second quarter. It's still 11-10. Stearns with the lead. Worthley uses up her dribble. Needs help. Cross-court pass. Howe. Dump down pass to Warman. Back to Ewings. Ewings drives. The floater will go. Talked about that a little bit in the last game against John Babsrob. That's kind of her shot.
Yeah, she's great at that floater. Such a nice touch there. A little teardrop by Tegan Ewings. Hard to block that shot, too.
Catherine Alley forced things on the other end. Her left-handed shot wouldn't go. A steal, though. As Gersa coming up with it. Catherine Alley has it now, and she's going to be fouled on her way to the hoop as Warman stepped in and prevented an easy 2 points.
Tough call there. She had a lot of ball, but Houlton's going to take care of it. They had numbers on a run out. They turned it over, goes the other way. That's a 4-point swing. Just a bad turnover there. Just a little lackadaisical with the ball.
So at the line, Catherine Alley able to bury her first free throw. Olivia Henderson going to come into the game here for the Shires as Rebecca Howe will catch a breather. Each team with 4 or 5 starters out on the court. Catherine's second free throw is up and just as good. Minutemen have taken the lead back. It's 13-12. 5.5 minutes remaining here in the first half.
Comes that good pressure by Stearns.
Olivia Henderson feeds Mia Henderson. Mia. Right elbow, and a foul's going to occur away from the ball. And it looks like it's going to be a Shire ball, so it'll go against the Minutemen. No indication on which player it is just yet. It's going to be Casey Kenyon.
Yep.
Her first. Each team now with 4 team fouls. Inbound pass comes in. Mia Henderson feeds Worthley in the post. Her shot's going to be rejected Annalise Anderson right there, the big
Tried
left hand.
Same inbounds play they ran a second ago. That time they shut it down.
Catherine Alley picks up her dribble, guarded by Olivia Henderson. They work it out. Kenyon now, Allison Alley. Good pass as she zips it in, finds Annalise Anderson. Bob, how about her court vision?
Yeah, really good pass there. Too much space, though. Houlton made a mistake defensively.
It's going to be a turnover. You know, I bet in practices, her teammates every once in a while might get annoyed because if your head is not on a swivel and paying attention the entire time, she could very easily catch you upside the head with a basketball.
Absolutely.
It doesn't take her long to get rid of it if you're open.
Yeah, Houlton's got to clean up. They've had some bad turnovers here the last couple minutes. Coach Graham going to get a quick timeout.
Yeah, Olivia Henderson picked up that foul, and you're right. We're going to have a timeout with 4:39 remaining here in the first half. We'll be back in 60 seconds on WHOU.
Katahdin Valley Health Center, or KVHC, is a network of 6 community health centers dedicated to providing affordable, comprehensive, and high-quality care to people of all ages and incomes. We accept all patients and insurances, including those who are uninsured or on Maine care. Our committed patient care team is here for you, offering an extensive range of services to provide you with quality health care. We're creating healthy communities starting with you. Call or visit our website today.
Madigan Healthcare Services provides a continuum of healthcare from skilled nursing facility, rehab therapy, to home healthcare.
After 5 days in the hospital, they suggested that I come to the Madigan. The level of care, the service, the respect that they showed me, even the aftercare, everything about it was really excellent, and I feel healthy. So the services that I've received at the Madigan have enabled me to get back to those things that I really love to do.
Back here on WHOU, the score 15-12, the Minutemen with a 3-point advantage. Just under 5 minutes remaining here in the first half.
Good help defense there by Becca Howe. Saved a layup against Alley.
Mia Henderson comes away with the basketball. Tegan Ewings gonna dribble way out top. Feeds Worthley, right side. Now Mia Henderson. Ewings launches up the long 2. Leaves a short. Howe with the offensive board. Her put back up and in.
Nice play by Becca Howe. Always shown a good ability with that left hand. Strong rebound, too, kind of one-handed rebound there and snatched it in.
Stearns with a 1-point lead in the ball. Shot's going to be put up. That's going to be off the mark. Rebound gathered down by Howe.
See, Houlton that time, they stayed down, took away that diagonal pass, and let him have the elbow jumper.
Here's Henderson in the post, and she's going to be whistled for steps.
Yeah, tough turnover there. She had a mismatch big time. She wanted the ball, which you love. You want to make sure she puts the ball down first.
Katie Kenyon back into the game as Gersa will take a breather.
I think Houlton was going to look to go to that matchup.
With it, Catherine Alley. Beats her sister, Allison Alley. Now she needs help. She's used up her dribble. Back to Catherine. Stearns going to be patient once again.
Yeah, they're having a hard time against this 1-2-2. They really are. Good defense by Becca Howe. That's a foul.
Came up with a steal, and now you're right, a foul committed.
Yeah, and that's on Kenyon. She's going to come right back out.
For Kenyon, that's going to be foul number 3. So a tough first half for her.
Tough break.
Probably done for the first half.
Yeah, I would say.
Ewings with the basketball for the Shires. Feeds it left side, Warman. Shots put up by Warman from downtown. She normally can hit that shot. It's off the mark, but again, working the offensive boards, it's been Rebecca Howe. Rob, it's a good thing she's showing up, because otherwise, with the exception of Becca, Stearns has controlled the boards.
Yeah, she's such a good rebounder. Strong, gets off the floor quick. Does a great job on the glass.
First free throw, though, is going to be off the mark. Rebecca can tie it up with a made free throw here.
Missed them both.
That gives us a chance, though, to correct a wrong. You know, thought we remember from last year that it was Annalise Robinson, but here in the the book that we have and then up on the boards. The lifter is Anderson. So I said, geez, maybe I'm crazy. So we went with Anderson. Well, it was Robinson the whole time. We were the ones that were right.
Yep.
So we apologize to the Stern fans who are listening online. Howe puts up the long two and can't get it to go. We should have trusted our guts.
Yep. We thought the scoreboard was correct, but it wasn't.
That'll teach us. Here is Robinson.
Nice offensive rebound.
It's probably because we're not right very often, Rob, that we didn't trust ourselves.
Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry, mister. I just won 2 pick'em pools.
Well, pools and vocabulary, words. Nice little shot by Robinson there.
Thanks to your little minions online.
I remember
feeding you words.
I remember her hitting that a lot last year, that little 12-foot baseline jumper.
It's 17-14 now. Stearns with a 3-point advantage as Mia Henderson hits a big baseline jumper. Stop a little momentum, gets Houlton back within 1. 2 minutes now remaining here in the second quarter. 17-16, a low-scoring first half. Stearns with the lead and the basketball. Gersa with it. Stearns has played 6 players thus far. Houlton, I think, has played just one more, 7. Catherine Alley puts up a little floater, gets it to go.
That's a tough shot there. If she's going to make that one, you just got to tip your cap. A little pull-up from like 12 feet out.
Here's Worthley looking to get it over the timeline. She's going to have the ball tipped. Howe's on the floor. Still no tie-up just yet. Catherine Alley's going to come in and say, I'll take that, thank you very much. Long outlet pass, finds Allison. Back to Catherine. Fans on both sides want to know why there wasn't a jump ball.
Yeah, that was questionable.
Casey Kenyon. I'm not saying they're right, just saying they're questioning it. Got a pretty decent officiating crew here tonight as Catherine Alley takes it herself. Good step through move. Gets a shot to go on the left side. It's 21-16 now, Minutemen.
She's going to work. That's 10 points for her. Houlton really needs a bucket here. Get a little momentum back right before the half.
40 seconds now left in the half as Worthley, guarded by Robinson. Goes around a Ewing screen, now feeds Ewing's left side. Inside they try to go to Howe, but she was already bottled up, and it's going to be a tie-up.
Yeah, that was a great read by Allison Alley. Howe was posting up. Allison Alley came from the other side of the lane to get that steal, force that jump ball.
We see Michaela Anderson check into the game. Maybe that's where they came up with Anderson, Rob. I'm not sure.
Could be. I don't know.
We've had a little problem here so far this year with these scoreboards, these panels.
I would think with all your time on your hands as vice principal, and given that you don't do a whole lot, that you could have been in here getting that right.
Since you actually get a lunch break, you could come up and do it on yours. I sit at my desk and eat.
I do that a lot myself. Good D by Houlton.
Warman comes up with a steal. Feeds the ball out front. Ewing is going to take it, lay it up and in.
Nice pass by Drew Warman. Beautiful. And good finish by Ewings. You don't want to foul here if you're Houlton.
There's a shot just beyond half court put up, and Allison Alley couldn't get it to go. That's the way the first half's going to end. It's 21 for Stearns, 18 for the Shires. We're going to take a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll have the Katahdin Trust Company halftime show, and I'll be joined by Sydney Peabody. We'll take 2 minutes and be right back here on WHOU.
Get a jump on your future by exploring your possibilities at Northern Maine Community College. The team of faculty and staff at NMCC will position you for a lifetime of success. With over 35 degree and certificate programs, including our newest offerings in water treatment technology, you will be amazed at how quickly your new skills will open a world of opportunity. Visit us online today at nmcc.edu. Northern Maine Community College. Succeed here.
Nortrax is your John Deere construction and forestry equipment dealer for the entire state of Maine. We stand ready to serve all your new and used heavy equipment needs. Count on Nortrax for 24-hour parts and service support and around-the-clock machine monitoring with JD Link. Our certified technicians and parts specialists alongside our product support technology reps are here to serve you. We stand ready as your John Deere construction and forestry equipment team in Maine.
This is Ben Adams from Priority Auto Sales. Listen, I know you've been seeing a lot of these orange plates around town lately, and trust me, I'm not just paying people to drive around in our vehicles all day. Every day we're selling cars, trucks, and SUVs. Why? It's simple. Discounted prices up front, great selection, and low pressure sales. We're simply not playing the games. We really are creating a new way to shop for a used vehicle. Check us out at yourpriorityauto.com and like us on Facebook. Priority Auto Sales, Route 1 in Houlton.
The S.W. Collins Company is the only Makita Pro Center in Maine, which means we have access to all the latest tools that Makita has to offer. Our factory-trained employees are ready to make sure that you have the right tool for any project. With over 180 tools, Makita has the largest cordless offering with a single battery platform in the industry. And don't forget, we are also a Makita authorized service dealer. For sales, service, and the largest selection of quality Makita tools, go where the builders go, the S.W. Collins Company.
Welcome back here on WHOU. We're at the half of a 21-18 game. Stearns leading Houlton by 3. And joining me here at the Katahdin Trust Company halftime show, it's junior cheerleader here, one of the most well-rounded students in the student population at Houlton High School, Sydney Peabody. Sydney, thanks for coming out and spending a couple minutes. You were a little bit reluctant to come up, weren't you, Sydney? You afraid of what your assistant principal might ask you for questions here?
Yes, just a little.
I told you I'd throw you some softballs. And really what I want to bring you up for here is give you some compliments, because I mean it. You really are one of the more well-rounded students that we have here at the school.
Thank you.
Let's start by talking about one of the things. You're in uniform now, so we might as well start with cheering. You guys have some competitions coming up. You've been working really hard.
Yes.
But you've been dealing with some adversity recently, some injuries.
Yeah.
Can you kind of talk about the state of the team at the moment?
So we had an injury, and it really it helped us almost. We got to grow stronger as a team. We all bonded together to help and fix everything and try and make ourselves do as well as we could possibly, and it's going really well. We're really pushing through it, and it ended up turning out better than we expected.
I'm a pretty big music fan, and one of the things I like to do is figure out what you guys are going to go with for music. And I'm going to be honest, the last couple of years I've been pretty impressed. You've picked some good 80s tunes that you've used. Are you allowed to give away the secrets yet? What do you guys have for this year? Or is that something I can't even ask you?
All I can tell you is our theme is summer, but you'll hear it next Wednesday night. I think we're doing it here, but
will I be happy with it, with the music?
I think we are. Yeah, I think you'll like it.
You do? All right. I'm going to hold you to that.
Good songs in there.
I'll let you know afterward.
Okay.
I'm not much for the new pop and the new age type stuff.
No, we like the old stuff.
All right, good. That's what I like to hear. As long as your girls get a say in that, that's important for me to know. When's your first competition?
Our first competition is next Friday. That's in Caribou. We compete against, I think, 5 or 6 other county teams. And then the next morning, we get on a bus and go to Herman to compete against a bunch of Class B schools at Big East.
Is that the PVCs, Big
No,
East?
that's at Big East. And then the 18th, we go to PVCs in Lincoln.
My goodness, that's a lot of competitions.
Yeah.
And then Eastern Mains,
Yep,
right?
that's
Northern,
the next
Northern
Saturday.
Mains.
Yep.
Back when I was in your age in high
Yeah.
school, it was Eastern Mains. Northern Mains now.
Yep.
And if you finish top what, you make it to the States.
I think it's top 6.
I think you're right.
Top 6.
Yeah. Good. Well, we'll be watching for that. Now, talked about you being well-rounded. Any folks that have come here and watched the band, oftentimes you're in the band, you sing. If you've been able to watch the musicals at the school the last few years, you would have had a chance to see Sydney star in those. But another thing you do is the national anthem before the games. Now, you're a little bit reluctant to come up here and even do this interview, yet you have no problem standing out there and doing the interview, or the anthem in front of, I don't know, some nights we put 1,000 people in this gym. Why is that?
So I was a little bit less nervous coming up here than I was singing tonight.
I'm glad to hear that.
I had a struggle last season. I had a voice crack when I was doing it, and that I'm always like, I need to reach 100% when I sing and when I do music stuff. But I really just reached like 90%, and that really pushed me down, and I was really nervous coming in to do this tonight. And that's why you saw Ellie doing it, and I wouldn't do the national anthem anymore because I was so nervous. And then Mr. Nason finally pushed me hard enough, and I got up there and did it tonight, and it's just a huge weight off of my shoulders for me to finally be able to do it again.
I don't know about you, but I'm glad Mr. Nason did that. Rob said it was one of the best anthems we've heard all season, and he and I and Lori are probably 15 games in or so on the season, and he said you got one of the better anthems in.
Thank you.
So I'll make sure to let Rob know that he'll have to urge you to do it again here, or get Mr. Nason to urge you to do it again. The other thing is what I'm having a difficulty understand. you get up there at school board meetings. You're a board rep. You're one of 2 students that represent Houlton High School on the school board, and yet you can stand up there in front of adults and do presentations, and you don't appear to be a bit nervous doing that, Sydney.
I guess I'd rather talk in front of people. I don't get nervous to speak to people, and I don't really get nervous to speak in front of people. I don't know why, it's just a thing. Like, it's the same during musicals. I'm less nervous to get up there and talk and say all my lines. I don't know, it's just a thing, I guess.
Well, real briefly, for any listeners who might not be familiar with it, what does your involvement with being a board rep, what does that involve for you?
So I go to all the meetings, and between me and our other student rep, we gather information going on in our district, and we report it to all the board members so they know what's going on and what we're all supposed to be doing.
And you've enjoyed that experience?
Yes.
Well, they're glad to have you on there, and I know we've got a meeting coming up sometime soon, the January meeting. Is it Monday night? I think it is. So I'm sure we'll see you there unless you've got something else going on. Look forward to seeing your routine on Wednesday. I'm going to hold you to it as far as the music goes, and I'll let you know what Rob and I think of it after we get to hear it on Wednesday night.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming up, spending a couple minutes, Sydney Peabody, and we'll go ahead, send it back to the station. We'll be back in about a minute and a half here on WHOU.
The S.W. Collins Company is the only Makita Pro Center in Maine, which means we have access to all the latest tools that Makita has to offer. Our factory-trained employees are ready to make sure that you have the right tool for any project. With over 180 tools, Makita has the largest cordless offering with a single battery platform in the industry. And don't forget, we are also a Makita authorized service dealer. For sales, service, and the largest selection of quality Makita tools, go where the builders go, the S.W. Collins Company.
It's never too early to start planning for your future, whether that means protecting your family with life insurance, college planning, or starting to save for retirement. I want to help you get started.
Regardless of your age, it's important to start planning for your financial future now. And as you inch closer to retirement, it's important for you to protect your assets, your retirement income, and your family.
Thompson Hamel has many tools available to help you chart your course on your financial roadmap. Thompson Hamel, LLC. Your family, your future.
TheCounty.me, your source for county-wide sports, including scores and highlights from the greater Houlton, Presque Isle, and Caribou regions. We also are the source for all the latest daily news and community happenings for readers of the Houlton Pioneer Times, the Star Herald, and the Aroostook Republican and News coverage area. Visit us now on the web at thecounty.me.
Welcome back to the Katahdin Trust Company halftime show here on WHOU. We got about a minute left here on the clock before we get ready for third quarter action. And Rob, before they put the whistles in the mouth and put the ball back in play, why don't you go ahead and run down some first half scoring?
Sure, Tim. Let's start with Houlton. They were led by Tegan Ewing, 6 points, Mia Henderson with 4, Abby Worthley with 2, Kennedy Buzzio with 2, and Becca Howe with 4 for their total 18. Stearns was led by Catherine Alley, big half for her, 10 points. Annalise Robinson with 6. Maisie Gersa with 2, Allison Alley with 2, and Casey Kenyon with 1 point for their total of 21. It's going to be Houlton's ball. And strangely enough, in this game, no threes for either team.
Yeah, that's a rarity in today's modern game. So Houlton will start with the basketball. One or two quick things, Rob, I always like to pick your brain. Adjustments is it's a 3-point game. Houlton had stymied Stearns for much of the first half. What adjustments do the Minutemen need to make against this Houlton zone?
Well, I think they spent a lot of time talking about it at halftime. They'll probably try to get some middle of the paint touches, maybe some side screening and rolling, and some better dribble penetration.
As Catherine Alley puts up a 3 after Mia Henderson missed one on the other end. Both teams empty on their trips. How about for Houlton rather?
I mean, things are going pretty well for Houlton. You got to clean up the turnovers, and there was a period there where they gave up a lot of offensive rebounds. And there's a turnover there, and that's in a bad spot too.
Worthley picked up her dribble and then had to get rid of it before a 5-second count as the ball's on the floor. It's going to result in a traveling violation against the Minutemen, so Houlton will get the ball back. Drew Warman checks in for Worthley, just 30 seconds here into the third quarter.
Great hustle by Casey Kenyon there, getting on the floor after that ball just kind of turned over and caused the travel.
They also said we expect to see Stearns attack this Houlton defense, maybe using a little high-low offense as well. They've got the players to do it for sure. Another turnover for the Shires, though, Rob.
Yeah, 2 in a row and out around the top of the key, which is a bad place to turn it over.
Catherine Alley guarded by Ewings, hands it off to Allison Alley. Back to Catherine. Minutes gone by here, no scoring so far in the quarter as the ball's going to be knocked into the backcourt. Drew Warman giving good hustle. Casey Kenyon there as well, and it's going to be Houlton's basketball.
Yeah, it looks like Houlton's come out in the triangle too, Tim. I don't think they were in that straight zone. I think they switched up their defense. I want to see it again, but that's what it looked like that time.
You and I were texting back and forth last night and saying we kind of expected to see a triangle and 2 at some point.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't mind the switch because they spent a lot of time talking about how to handle that 1-2-2. But on the other end, Houlton's running their offense out 30 feet from the basket, and that's a big problem.
Here's Warman with it. Gets past Robinson into the paint. The freshman can't get that shot to fall. Ball's loose. It's going to be gathered in by Katie Kenyon, and now, well, not really sure what happened, Rob. What'd you see?
I didn't see an elbow, but I think that's what they called. So that's going to be 4 on Katie Kenyon.
Rebecca Howe is certainly bending over and making as though she did get hit. She looks like she was holding on to her mouth. So the official saw something, and that's going to be foul number 4 on Katie Kenyon. So Gersa, I'm sure, will be playing the bulk of the second half as Catherine Alley comes up with the ball, takes a 1-on-4, lays it up and in. How good is she with her left hand?
Beautiful left-handed finish. That was a tough one, too. Fading away from the basket, going at full speed there.
It's 23-18 now. Minutemen, 5-point advantage.
Houlton's they've had a lot of turnovers. Stearns, you got to give them credit here. They've really cranked up their defense.
Olivia Henderson looks to drive, kicks it out. Tegan Ewings.
Houlton having a hard time getting any kind of look.
Here is an open look, though. Olivia Henderson lines one up from downtown. There's the first 3 of the game. Olivia, one of the better 3-point shooters in the Big East, gets her team back within 2. It's 23-21.
Much needed basket for Houlton there.
Here's Catherine Alley. Receives a screen from Allison. Now a handoff. Cross court they go. Casey Kenyon back inside. Gersa with a little shot. Won't go. Robinson offensive board. Her attempt won't go. And Becca Howe once again on the boards. Outlet pass. Ewings other way. And she's going to have the ball knocked away from behind, but the official's going to say there was a foul.
Yeah, Houlton definitely went triangle 2 that trip. They got a great look out of it. Stearns did, but just couldn't knock down the layup.
Casey Kenyon picking up her 3rd personal. So the 2 Kenyon girls in some foul trouble. Casey with 3, Katie with 4. First free throw is made by Tegan Ewings. Houlton's back to within a point. It's 23-22. She's got another free throw coming her way. Ewings ties the game. 5:05 left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Nice little run for Houlton.
Robinson, left-handed shot, no good. Offensive board, going to be up and in. That's Casey Kenyon on the weak side. Grabs a rebound, 25-23.
One of the things out of playing a triangle and 2 is giving up rebounding position. Tegan Ewings gives Houlton their first lead of the game with a 3.
Ewings buries it, gives Houlton a 26-25 lead. Catherine Alley takes it with her left hand, no good. Ewings grabs a rebound. Houlton looking to get out and run. They want to push the tempo. Warman's pass, it was deflected. The Shires will keep the basketball.
Yep. Don't hate that pass, though. Looking to run, trying to get a layup. They've had a couple chances for runouts. They just haven't been able to make a good pass.
Ewings thought about launching that one. Instead, she'll pass it up, go outside. Olivia Henderson, handoff, Warman. The pace has certainly picked up as Warman gets into the lane, puts up a shot, no good. It's going to be gathered in by Allison Alley.
Don't mind that take, though, by Drew Warman. Like the aggressiveness.
Gersa, give and go with Casey Kenyon. The ball's loose, picked up. Robinson's not going to miss that shot.
Tough break. Olivia Henderson had a great shot at picking that up and kind of ran right by it. Robinson laid it in.
It's 27-26 now. Minutemen have a 1-point lead as Olivia Henderson going to try a dump down pass to Rebecca Howe. It's going to pass as it's a little low, going to go out of bounds off one of the Minutemen shoe.
Yeah, they dodged a bullet there. That wasn't a good pass. Threw it to the defender and it went off her hands.
Here's Henderson. Olivia finds Warman, now Ewings.
Stearns is really cranking up their defensive pressure.
It's Howe. Puts up a left-handed shot, no good. A rebound, though, Well, it's going to be a foul call. It's going to be Robinson.
Yep. Good job by Becca Howe, staying right with it.
It's going to be the second foul on Annalise Robinson. 3 team fouls here in the second half for Stearns with 3:35 left to go here in the third quarter. Becca Howe, if she makes a pair, could give Houlton back the lead. She makes the first to tie it up at 27.
Looks like Houlton's going to get a timeout here on a make.
And Howe does her part. Coach Sean Graham will take a timeout. It's a 30-second variety. We will take it as well. 3:35 left to go here in the third quarter. Houlton with a 1-point lead back in 30 seconds on WHOU.
Tired of the same old boring meals? Try something new this week. TNT Takeout at 69 High Street in Houlton has what you're looking for.
And believe me, the name doesn't lie. The food is dynamite. Every pizza is loaded with lots of gooey cheese and delicious toppings, from traditional pepperoni to barbecue chicken, combination to vegetarian pizza or all meat.
You can grab their specials or enjoy salads to food off the grill, Mexican seafood, and hot or cold subs. TNT Takeout, the convenience store that has it all.
Call 521-5250.
We're back live here on WHOU as before the ball is going to be put in play. 2 officials will come together. Not really sure what it is that they're discussing, but after 2 made free throws by Rebecca Howe, Houlton's got a 1-point lead.
Right, I'm talking about where to put the ball in and did the player have baseline or not, which she did. So here's Houlton back in the triangle and 2. Got Olivia Henderson and Drew Warman doing the chasing with Tegan Ewings out at the point.
With it, Allison Alley, cross-court pass. Finds Gersall, her long 2's up and in, pretty looking stroke.
Got to live with that one though, if you're Houlton. Good looking shot by Gersa.
It's a 29-28 lead now for Stearns. Tegan Ewings gets into the paint, puts up another floater. Again, she gets it to go.
Beautiful take by Tegan Ewings. That's tough finish here. Going left, finish with the right hand.
Those 2 teams seesawing back and forth. The Minutemen have the ball in the hands right now of Catherine Alley. Catherine working against Warman. Gersa, same spot she just hit one, this time defended by Ewing. Again, Stearns is going to have to be patient. Casey Kenyon gets it out. Allison Alley. Rob, I got to say, I'm a little surprised. I thought it was Stearns who was going to want to play more up-tempo.
The whole players, the chasers, Warman and Henderson doing a great job on the 2 Alley girls, making everything difficult. There's good defense by Mia Henderson.
The ball is nearly turned over in the corner. It's on the floor, and Coach Nick Cullen is going to take a timeout to try to save possession. The Houlton staff is arguing that they didn't have possession. Hard to say. It's kind of a bang-bang play. Either way, 2:14 remaining to go here in the third quarter. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back here on WHOU.
From kitchen excellence to building damage, owning your own restaurant comes with a lot of liabilities.
Among drivers, vehicles, and business property, there's a lot of exposure.
If our equipment fails, we know United Insurance has us covered.
For us, finding the right words for marketing campaigns is simple. Finding the right insurance is not. That's why it's nice to know United Insurance has us covered.
United Insurance has us covered.
United Insurance has us covered.
The United Insurance has us covered.
United Insurance has us covered.
Back live here on WHOU, coming out of the timeout. It's going to be a Stearns basketball, and Rob, Coach Sean Graham was a little bit hot about that call.
Yeah, debatable whether or not they had possession. Tough. It was a big scrum, so tough call for the official. Tough break for Houlton.
Coach Graham usually doesn't say a whole heck of a lot in a game. As Allison Alley puts a shot up, back iron no good. Catherine Alley is going to be bumped by Drew Warman as the 2 players converge together going for the rebound.
You don't hate that foul, though, by Drew Warman. Just didn't quite get to it before Catherine Alley, but kind of hip checked her, and that's going to be 2 fouls on Drew Warman.
And only the first team fouls against the Shires here in the second half with 2:04 now remaining in the third quarter. Inbound pass comes in. Allison Alley can't get the shot to go.
Nice rebound for Olivia Henderson. That's another player who does a great job for Houlton for her size. Gets a ton of rebounds.
Warman working against Allison Alley, feeds the ball out. Ewings. Tegan has the ball knocked away, and it's going to be a backcourt violation against Olivia Henderson.
Yeah, some people are thinking it was deflected, but I don't think so.
So Stearns will have the ball right at midcourt, trailing the Shires by 1. It's 30-29. Here's Catherine Alley. Ball's in the corner now. Gersa guarded by Howe. Robinson, her left-handed set shot, no good, but offensive board by Katie Kenyon will give the Minutemen another chance here. Allison Alley picks up her dribble, finds Catherine Alley in the lane. Tough shot, no good. Right there with the offensive board. Robinson can't get it to go, and again, it's going to be Olivia Henderson coming away with the basketball.
Yeah, a couple great looks for Stearns there. Houlton dodged a bullet, 2 layups.
Mia Henderson guarded, so she gives it up. Finds Olivia. Olivia nowhere to go against Catherine Alley. Ewings now. It's in the paint, puts a shot up, no good. Howe right there, again on the weak side. And she's going to be fouled. She'll get 2 free throws coming her way.
Yeah, good job. Becca Howe again on the offensive glass.
The foul's going to go against Allison Alley. That's going to be just her first. Team's fourth, 55.4 seconds on the clock here in quarter number 3. Howe makes the first free throw, gives the Shires a 2-point lead.
Yeah. We have some unhappy fans next to us on that one. Looked like a lot of ball, but who knows? We don't have a great view of that up from here.
You're the muscle in this broadcast crew, Rob, if anything gets out of control.
We got troubles then. I'm older than you.
It's a 3-point
frail.
3-point lead. 32-29 is a missed opportunity there for the Minutemen. Houlton has the ball back.
Good fast break by Houlton there. Oh, could not finish, but just the way you want to run a fast break.
Allison Alley quickly comes back the other way. Pretty take, lays it up and in.
Yes,
it's back to a 1-point game.
Showed some athleticism there for sure, Allison Alley. Beautiful play.
It's 32-31. Ewings. It's going to be fouled, a hand check violation. And we'll see very quickly Michaela Anderson get ready to check in, and she's at the scorer's table.
Yeah, that's 3 fouls on Robinson, so that's a big foul right there, Tim.
She has 3, Kenyon has 3, and the other Kenyon, Katie, with 4.
Yeah, if you're Houlton here, you don't want to turn it over. You want to go into that fourth quarter with the lead. Be strong with it here. Take care of it. Don't let them have a layup. You want the last shot.
The arrow right now is with the Minutemen, so as things stand, they'll have the ball to start the fourth quarter, unless there's a tie up here. It's near turnover. Ewings has it. 7 seconds for the Shires to try to get off a shot. Lydia Henderson gets in the lane, puts one up, no good. Rebound ripped down. And Stearns won't get a shot off. It's going to be a 1-point game going into the fourth quarter. Houlton has a 32-31 advantage. Don't go too far. Fourth quarter action coming up on WHOU.
White Smiles Family Dentistry realizes that life gets busy. We have locations in Presque Isle and Fort Fairfield to better accommodate your busy schedule. If you need to see a dentist but don't want to wait months for an appointment, then call White Smiles Family Dentistry. We are always accepting new patients and can accommodate you as quickly as possible. We offer the area's most complete dentistry, including implants, extractions, root canals, and implant-retained dentures, which saves you from trips downstate or transfers to another dental office. Don't wait months to see your dentist. Call White Smiles Family Dentistry today.
Herring Brothers Meats has been in business in the central Maine area for over 100 years. They are a federal USDA plant that provides processing of beef, pork, lamb, and goat by appointment and is also MOFGA certified. Herring Brothers also has a full retail store able to cut to your needs. They offer beef, pork, chicken, specialty sausage, and their famous Wicked Good beef jerky.
We want to welcome you back to Alumni Gymnasium. Here to start the fourth quarter. It's going to be Stearns basketball. They find themselves trailing Houlton by a score of 32-31. Should be an exciting 8 minutes of basketball. It's going to be a foul. Saw Casey Kenyon over on the right block. Mia Henderson commits a foul.
Yeah, so that's a tough rotation there. The ball goes down on the baseline. The bottom of the triangle picks it up, and then they throw it into the block. Then the weak side of the triangle comes over, and the rotation has to be for the opposite block, the top of the triangle. That's a difficult rotation.
Casey Kenyon misses the first free throw. She makes the second, though. She can tie the game up at 32. The free throw's up, and it's good.
Here comes some pressure by Stearns.
Howe gets the ball in. Mia Henderson finds Ewings. Going to start the offense on the left side before coming middle. Teagan picks up her dribble now, finds Warman. Mia's going to try a three, buries it.
Big shot by Mia Henderson. Nice kick by Drew Warman.
35-32 Shires. Here's Catherine Alley. She directs traffic, works against Warman. Catherine uses up her dribble, wants her sister. She finds Allison. Allison looking for a little contact. They're going to say it's going to remain a Stearns basketball.
Yeah, it's hard to split people, but they penetrate from the top of the key area. They're going to get doubled every time, the Alley girls. A little more space if you penetrate from the side.
Katie Kenyon's going to get the ball in. She will. She'll find Allison Alley. Puts up the long two and gets it to go.
Clutch shot there. Didn't even blink. Drilled it.
It's 35-34. The Shires with the ball and a 1-point lead. Under 7 minutes now remain here in regulation. Teagan Ewings drives, puts a shot up, gets it to go.
Love the aggressiveness there by Teagan Ewings. Great play turning the corner. Big second half for her, Tim. 9 points in the second half.
It's 37-34 Shires. 3-point attempt going to be dialed up from downtown.
Nice rebound by Teagan Ewings. Nice physical rebound.
Katie Kenyon couldn't get the shot to go. You saw the reluctancy on Annalise Robinson's part. She thought about going for the rebound, but no, she's got those fouls. And meanwhile, weak side layup up and in. Rebecca Howe gets a shot to go. Coach Nick Cullen calls a timeout. 6:19 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Houlton's got a 5-point lead. We'll be back in 1 minute on WHOU.
Outfit your vehicle for tough jobs with commercial truck body and accessories at Maine Equipment in Herman, Maine. At Maine Equipment Company, we sell and install truck bodies, lift systems, garbage removal applications, and snow and sand spreading applications. Storage boxes and bed liners is also available. Call us at 207-848-5738. Dump bodies, hook lift hoists, truck bodies, sand and salt spreaders, rubbish packers. The right fit for your truck. The premier company in the state of Maine. Maine Equipment Company.
We all know a Aroostook County winter isn't much fun, but it can be with the right equipment. Houlton Tire Company at 76 Myrna Street is your boss plow dealer and carries the King of Snow Aaron snowblowers. Full service department with parts in stock. Steelstone Industries in Houlton is your location for gravel, salt, sand, paving, and plowing. Groundwork materials of all kinds and equipment to move it. Steelstone Industries is your aggregate supplier. You can visit Steelstone Industries at 154 Steelstone Street in Houlton.
Back live here on WHOU. 6:10 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Houlton has a 39-34 advantage. The Minutemen with the basketball. It's going to be on the left side. Allison Alley being defended by Olivia Henderson. Picks up her dribble. Finds Katie Kenyon, and she's going to throw the ball away.
Good D by Mia Henderson there. Stepped right in and stole that. They didn't look great on that offensive possession, Tim.
Here's Olivia Henderson. Handoff, Warman. Warman's going to be bumped, and a foul is going to go against number 23, Allison Alley.
Yeah, Warman's pretty quick. Allison Alley doesn't usually play people anywhere near as quick as she is, and that's pretty good matchup speed-wise there. That's 6 fouls on Stearns, so Houlton going to be in the one-on-one on the next one.
Ewings needs to get the ball in. She will. Finds Mia Henderson. Tries to go right back to Ewings. Instead, it's going to be stolen away. Allison Alley looks up, takes it herself, can't get the shot to go. Rebecca Howe with the offensive board or defensive board, and then the ball is going to be knocked out of bounds. The Shires will have it.
Yeah, Houlton dodged a bullet there. That turnover almost cost him a layup. You got to take care of it down here.
Down to 5.5 minutes on the clock. Teagan Ewings decides to pull things out. Ewings starts to drive, kicks it out. Warman lines one up from downtown. Can't get the shot to go. The ball's going to be low. Last touched out of bounds by Casey Kenyon. The Shires will have it.
Yeah, that's because of Becca Howe. Becca Howe getting to the glass and causing some issues. Caused Kenyon to hit it out of bounds. Houlton's had trouble with their inbounds here. They've had a hard time getting the ball in and getting a good shot.
Now a tie-up. Houlton's going to have the arrow. They'll retain possession.
Yeah, nice block there by Annalise Robinson. That play actually worked pretty well for Houlton.
Coach Sean Graham calls in the play, and a foul's going to occur. It's going to be a team control foul. This will go against the Shires.
Tough one there. I didn't see a whole lot of contact, but I wasn't really watching real closely.
Official right in position, though, as they need to make sure they get the foul in appropriately as they call the official over to the scorer's table. So there's 5:18 left on the clock. The score 39-34. They're taking this break and they're trying to get something straight at the scorer's table, and whatever it is, the answer's been given and about ready to put the ball back in play. I think it might have been a question about the arrow.
Yep, that's exactly what it was.
Allison Alley gets the ball over midcourt.
Houlton staying in that triangle and 2.
Allison kicks it out. Catherine on the left side in the corner. She's looking to try to cross up Warman. Step through move and a traveling violation against Catherine Alley.
Yeah, that's a good help play there by Tegan Ewens. Jumping down. Alley trying to make something happen. Good help. Here comes some Stearns pressure. They do a great job pressing.
The Shires perhaps giving a playbook to several of the Class C teams who are trying to figure out this Stearns team all season long. And a timeout is going to be taken by head coach Sean Graham with 5 minutes left on the clock. It's 39-34 Shires. We'll be back in 60 seconds on WHOU.
County Ag and Turf Supply is at its new home on 7 Dow Siding Road in Caribou, offering the same great service. Randy and Jerry are working hard to supply the county with the best products. They offer Blue Seal Feed, Sentinel, Inspire, and Dynasty and Triple Crown for your equine, Home Fresh Extra Egg and Multi-Flock Pellets, and Crumples and Mealworm for your poultry, Entrust Pet Food for your cat or dog, Minerals for your beef and dairy. They have feed for all your livestock. County Ag and Turf Supply also has wood pellets, lubricants, and of course, Willow the Blue Seal Rabbit on the premises. Stop by County Ag and Turf Supply today.
Don't get flush traded. Get Rick Hannigan Plumbing and Heating to handle all your pipes. Master Plumber Rick is ready to get your pipes back in action. Give Rick a call today at 538-7131 and like him on Facebook.
Scoville Building Supplies may be a little store, but it's a whole lot more. You can find most anything you need at Scoville Building Supplies: plumbing, painting, lumber, windows, or doors. Everything you will need for your construction, remodeling, updating, or building. Call Scoville Building Supplies today at 425-3192.
Back live on WHOU. Just under 5 minutes remaining here in this contest. The Shires with a 5-point lead in the basketball.
Stearns cranking up that defense now.
Warman loses the ball out of bounds. She went to save it in. She didn't mean to, but it hit Casey Kenyon in the face. The official's going to check on her. Kenyon certainly wasn't expecting that. Maybe a few tears in her eyes, but she's going to stay out there.
You get hit in the nose with the ball, it's hard not to tear up some.
Sure is.
Stearns played great defense on that possession.
3-point attempt up in the corner. The shot bit strong. Katie Kenyon couldn't get it to go, but a long rebound finds its way out to Catherine Alley. The Minutemen will have another look at it. Catherine kicks it out again. A 3-point attempt going to be out. This one's good. No, they're going to say toe on the line as Katie Kenyon buries a long 2.
That's what she's in there for, though. She's a designated shooter. Good D by Robinson.
She comes up with a steal against Ewings. Puts it up with her left hand, can't get it to go. Right there, though, Catherine Alley. It's a 1-point game, 39-38. Stearns on a 4-0 run.
Yeah, Stearns has these little bursts. It's because of their defense. They're really cranking it up now. Houlton got to take care of it.
Under 4 minutes now left on the clock. Warman.
This is where if you have a go-to set, Tim, whatever it is, you got to use it now. They need a bucket.
Here's Olivia Henderson. Guarded by Tegan Ewings. Ewings crosses her up, feeds it out. Warman, baseline jumper. A bit strong. Katie Kenyon able to come up with the board. And the ball's loose and on the floor, and Kenyon is going to be touching the baseline.
Yep, good hustle. Good hustle by Mia Henderson and Olivia Henderson. I would have liked to see Tegan Ewings kick that one out to Drew Warman there. She probably should have shot that.
So Mia Henderson will look to inbound. Finds Howe. Back out. Henderson thought about it. Instead, she puts the ball on the floor. Dump down pass. And Katie Kenyon just picked up her 5th foul. She caught a lot of ball, but she also caught some body.
Yeah, tough night for Katie. Good shooter, and she really hasn't been on the floor a whole lot. She's been in foul trouble.
So we'll see Gersa check back into the game here.
Becca Howe 4 for 4 in the second half from the foul line so far.
Becca's first free throw is up and good. Makes it 40-38, Shires. Howe can add to the 2-point lead with another made free throw. It's up and away. She's 6 for 6 now in the second half. It's a 41-38 score. Still a one-possession game. Catherine Alley looks up, sees a clock, 3:15 remaining. Swings a pass around, finds Gersa. Now to Robinson. And a 3-second violation. Casey Kenyon in the lane just a little bit too long.
Looking to go opposite to her on the block, but they didn't throw it quick enough. She ended up staying there, didn't leave, and picked up the 3-second violation.
There's Rebecca Howe breaking pressure. Finds Ewings. Teagan works the ball now to Warman. Warman guarded by Allison Alley. Out of Teagan Ewings.
Good decision there by Olivia Henderson not to force it and go to the basket.
Rebecca Howe gives the ball up. Houlton eating a little time off the clock here on this possession. Olivia guarded by Robinson. Casey Kenyon guarding Howe, who picks up her dribble. Needs her teammate, finds Olivia Henderson. Back to Warman. Houlton's taken almost a minute off the clock, Rob, as the ball is loose momentarily. Allison Alley got her hands on the basketball, but Houlton keeps possession, and now a reach-in foul. Nia Henderson and Marcy Gersa came together, and it's going to be Gersa picking up the foul. And it's going to be a one-on-one situation, Rob, with 18 fouls against the Minutemen.
Yeah, real big one-on-one here.
Could make it a two-possession game, 2:17 left on the clock. Abby Worthley comes in for Houlton. Drew Warman checks out.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they do defensively here, who they're going to have chase. My guess would be Teagan Ewings, because Drew Warman was chasing Allison Alley.
Nia Henderson makes the first. She's earned herself another free throw. More importantly, she's given Houlton a 4-point lead, so it makes it a two-possession game. Still lots of time left on the clock.
All kinds of time, especially with the way Stearns can turn you over. Such a good defensive team.
As Henderson makes a pair, it's now 43-38. Here's Catherine Alley in the corner. She goes to Gersa. Now Allison Alley goes between her legs. Looks for a screen. Finds one in Robinson. And the ball's going to be tipped, and Teagan Ewings is going to pick it up, and then a reach-in foul is going to occur. They'll walk the other way for another one-on-one.
Yep. Tough call there. Looked like she had a lot of ball, but again, we're on the other side of the court. But Houlton played good defense. Got to give Houlton credit. A tip pass, and ends up being a loose ball, and here we go.
Catherine Alley picked up just her first foul, but that's 19 fouls now against the Minutemen. Teagan Ewings at the line for a one-on-one. And she gets a shot to go. Makes it 44-38. Houlton's open up a 6-point advantage.
So here's a stat for you so far in the second half. Houlton 11 for 11 from the foul line. You know, that reminds me of some of those teams of Houlton past. They were always great from the foul line.
Like a 12 of 12. You know, coming in on the game, Rob, they were only shooting 56% from the free throw line on the season. So shot's going to be blocked. Robinson able to come up with it. Allison Alley is going to launch up a three. Bury it.
Cold-blooded three there, Tim. That's huge.
And Coach Cullen calls a quick timeout before the ball can be put in play. The score, 45 for Houlton, 41 for Stearns. Minute 43 left on the clock. We're going to take a 30-second break and be right back here on WHOU.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. Sorry. You could also light a pile of money on fire.
Sorry.
Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
Welcome back here on WHOU. The two teams still in the timeout, but we wanted to bring it back a little early. Make sure we don't miss any of the action. It's a 4-point game. 45-41's the score. Allison Alley just draining a big three, Rob.
Clutch three. Humongous. She misses that. Houlton's up 7 with the ball. Going to get fouled because they're going to start fouling, and chance would have pushed it up 9.
And on the next foul, it'll be the double bonus. Now, there's a minute 43 still left on the clock, so there's still tons of time. What it does is also allow Stearns an opportunity to set up the press. As the ball comes in to Rebecca Howe, and she's able to get the ball over the midcourt line.
Good play there, good decision.
Worthley finds Ewings.
If you're Houlton, you don't need to shoot it. You want to get fouled. You want to take care of it.
Ewings.
Keep it out of the corner, though.
Trapped and stolen away. Casey Kenyon. Shot up and in. Catherine Alley got the hoop and the harm. Tough take on the right side. She got the hoop to go. Rob, could be a 1-point game if Alley's able to make a free throw.
Good take there by Allison Alley. And now it's a one-possession game. Ball went down to the corner. Never want it in the corner, right? Want to get it out of the corner. Here comes Drew Warman back into the game.
There's a minute 20 left on the clock if you're listening on the radio. As Catherine Alley steps up and makes that free throw, Warman will check in. Once again, though, it allows Stearns an opportunity to set up the press. Houlton had no problem breaking the press on their last possession. Shire's lead, 45-44, and now a steal. Kenyon found Allison Alley, weak side, dump pass down. Robinson couldn't get the shot to go, and she's going to have 2 free throws coming her way.
Tip passes and turnovers, and that stuff can't happen. You got a ball fake.
25 seconds ago on the clock, Rob. It was a 7-point lead. Stearns could potentially take the lead here with 2 made free throws. But Robinson, that one, not even going to draw a rim.
Yeah, she's 0 for 2 on the day. She only had the 1 in the first half on an and 1. 0 for 2 so far.
Still has an opportunity to tie the game with a made free throw here. It's up, and it's good.
Clutch second one after the first one's an air ball. That's hard to do.
It's 45-45, a minute 15 on the clock. Near steal, Catherine Alley ties up Mia Henderson.
The
arrows with the Shires.
You got a ball fake. Just half the ball fake, and they're not ball faking. They're lollipopping it, and Stearns pressure's giving them problems.
UNI have yet to have an overtime game yet this year. As the ball comes in, Ewing's just barely getting it in before the 5 count.
To clear out. Let Drew Warman bring it out. Good ball handler, Drew is.
And Drew, though, is going to lose it over midcourt. Good pressure from Allison Alley.
Yep, good ball pressure there. She looked a little disheveled to start that possession. So if you're Houlton, you got to dig in here.
There's a minute 2 on the clock. Game still tied at 45 apiece. Here's Catherine Alley. She looks cool as a cucumber out there.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to go one shot.
Here's Allison Alley, going between her legs. Swings it over in the corner. Gersa picks up her dribble, needs help. She'll find it. Allison Alley, now down to 40 seconds. Gersa, inside she goes. Robinson needs help, bottled up. She finds it. Gersa thought about the 3, and Coach Cullen's going to take a timeout. With 32.1 seconds left on the clock, he's going to take a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here as we don't want to miss anything, as they've been breaking out of the timeouts a little bit early too, and with the game tied at 45, we don't want to miss any of the action. Rob, give us a quick reset.
Yeah, well, Houlton has a foul to give here. It's going to be Stearns' ball down on the baseline. Houlton had the big lead, like you mentioned, but that evaporated quickly. An and 1 and a 3 ball, and Houlton's lucky they're not behind. Tie game, Stearns' ball on the baseline, 30 seconds left. If you're the Shires, you want to be sound here. You can afford to be a little aggressive because you got the 1 foul to give, right? You don't want to foul on a jump shot and send them to the line for a shooting foul, but certainly you can be aggressive and try to maybe force a turnover. Don't want to give up a layup on the inbounds here if you're Houlton either. Looks like it's going to be on the side. It's actually almost in the dead corner. That's a bad place to have to get the ball inbounds. See if Houlton tries to deny the inbounds here.
32.1 seconds left on the clock as the ball will come in. Allison Alley has it, guarded by Olivia Henderson. Catherine Alley, you got to believe Coach Cullen's going to want the ball in her hands to end the game.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to take 1 shot. If you're Houlton, you don't want to give them a shooting foul. Don't send them to the line. Make them make a tough shot to win the game. Don't foul.
Down to 14 seconds now. Allison with it. Looks up, surveys the clock. Feeds it to Catherine, 8 seconds. She'll look to start to drive, and it's going to call a traveling violation. Say she took steps. Houlton will have the ball, 6.2 seconds. Coach Sean Graham trying to get the official's attention. He wants a timeout, and the official finally able to hear him over this loud crowd. He's going to go ahead and take a timeout. We'll take a 30-second break as it's going to be a minute timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds on WHOU.
Pioneer Fiber to the Home is now available in Houlton, Sherman, Stacyville, Calais, and Baileyville. Streaming live events in high definition like high school basketball is best viewed with the most stable and fastest connections. Pioneer Broadband delivers state-of-the-art fiber directly into your home to handle all of your most demanding internet needs. Don't get left behind with slower technology. Get the fiber you need. Pioneer Broadband.
And we're back live here at Alumni Gymnasium. 6.2 seconds left on the clock. The teams are still in the timeout. Game's tied up at 45 apiece. Rob Houlton's going to have to go the length of the court.
If you're going to turn it over, you want to turn it over on a long pass. You don't want to turn it over up here where it could be a layup.
Stearns cannot commit a foul as they've committed 9. Becca Howe gets the ball in. Mia Henderson. Houlton should have a shot at it. Warman out near midcourt. And Houlton's not even going to get a shot off. There's a little bit of confusion, and we are going to have some bonus basketball coming up as they end regulation tied at 45 points apiece. Rob, for our viewers' sake, before going to a break, talk about this a little bit. What's overtime look like?
I mean, Stearns has the momentum right now, but they also got a bunch of foul trouble. So we'll see how that goes. Houlton they're going to shoot double bonus, which should be an edge for them, being that they're 12 for 12, and they still have the 1 foul to give. Stearns, like I said, though, they have the momentum. Yep. So it's going to be a 4-minute overtime too.
Well, let's allow the coaches to have a word with their teams. We'll take a 30-second break and get ready to bring it back here for overtime on WHOU. Back.
This is Neil. Can I help you? You're where? I'll be right there. What'd you guys do?
Giving steals.
That's all you did?
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with that. I guess there is something wrong with giving away steals.
Still, this 2016 CRV SC now only $17,995.
I don't know why.
They were good steals.
WHOU, so we're going to play an extra 4 minutes at least to start, as the game's tied at 45 points after regulation. So we're going to roll the ball out and put 4 minutes up, Rob, and do it again.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're Houlton, you probably want to go with a defensive tap here. Stearns are going to look to be aggressive on the tap.
You've got Robinson and Howe stepping into the center circle.
Houlton setting up a defensive tap, which I think is smart.
And
Warman steals it.
Yeah, controlled by Stearns, but Houlton coming away with it. Or I should say Robinson wins a tip, but Warman right there to take it away. Houlton with the first possession. Here's Rebecca Howe. Guarded closely by Casey Kenyon. Now Warman. Drew finds Olivia Henderson. Going to post up Mia Henderson, and Mia's going to take steps.
Yeah, took that little hop before she shot it. She did the same thing once the first half. She's got kind of a mismatch. She's got a big size advantage. Maisie Gerza guarding her. But Houlton hasn't been able to take advantage of that. Looks like Houlton might be man here.
Minutemen get their first chance to touch the ball here in the second half.
Or still staying triangle.
In overtime.
Right.
Gerza guarded by Henderson. Looks to go inside on a cut, laid up and in. It's going to be Casey Kenyon. Stearns draws first blood here in overtime.
Nice cut and finish by Kenyon there.
Ewings loses the basketball, stolen away by Robinson, and now a foul is going to occur. It's going to go against the Shires. It's going to be their team's 6th foul here in the second half as Abby Werther's at the scorer's table ready to check back in. The foul is going to be against Tegan Ewings. So the score 47-45, 3 minutes left here in overtime.
Abby Worth is going to play the point of the triangle. They've had some bad turnovers down the stretch here, Tim. That was another one.
Gerza, ball fakes, works it out top. Catherine Alley now to her sister Allison. Guarded by Olivia Henderson. Casey Kenyon now. Finds the senior Alley.
Stearns, if they want here, they can say, we're not going to play against this and pull it out and make Houlton come out of that triangle because they got the lead.
It's a 2-point lead, 2.5 minutes now on the clock.
Not going to be in any hurry, that's for sure. Good hands by Drew Warman there.
A near turnover for Stearns. Ball's going to come out. It's going to find Allison Alley, who lays it up and in for three, and now comes up with a steal.
The wheels are kind of coming off a little bit here for Houlton.
Stearns on a big run.
My guess would be they'd pull it out here and make them play man.
Rob Houlton had a 45-38 lead. The score is now 50-45. Stearns with the lead. And with this foul, an opportunity to add to it. So go to the free throw line for a 1-on-1.
Yeah, that's going to be a 1-on-1. I'm not sure why they're not walking there. They go to the foul line now. It's going to send Maisie Gerza to the line.
Mia Henderson picked up her 4th personal. As Coach Collins going to bring everybody off the line, Macy Gerza with a 1-on-1 opportunity coming up. Well, no, now he's going to change it. The 2 alley girls will go into the lane. 2:03 left on the clock here in overtime. Gerza carries the first free throw.
Got to give it to Stearns. They were down 7. Still lots of game left if you're holding. But since they were down 7, they really picked up their defensive intensity, and Houlton hasn't been able to do a whole lot since that point.
Gerza makes a pair. Now it's Stearns up by 7 with 2 minutes left on the clock here in overtime. It's 52-45. Another steal. Allison Alley taking herself, and she's going to be fouled by Warman.
Yeah, not a bad foul there. Kind of got a foul.
And so, to the line goes Allison Alley. Allison makes the first free throw.
Yeah, she's had a huge 4th quarter in overtime for them.
It's 53-45. Second free throw is going to be missed. Brought down by Mia Henderson. Stearns with all 8 points here of the overtime. And the ball's going to be tipped away as Casey Kenyon knocks the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, Miss Wallow's in there to make some shots, right? She's a good shooter. Houlton hoping to get a 3 out of her.
Houlton has to inbound, though. They've got the ball deep in the quarter. And Abby Worthley tried to throw the ball off the foot of Robinson. We'll see what they say. I'm going to say Worthley was successful. So once again, Houlton with the ball deep in the corner. Worthley looks to get it in. She'll find Mia Henderson. Mia. Well, we'll see if they're going to give her the hoop and the harm. No, they're going to say the foul occurred beforehand. No continuation. But Mia will have 2 free throws coming her way as has 10 team fouls now against the Minutemen.
Right. Yeah, hoop and the harm would have been nice there. Would have given them a fighting chance. Now she's got to knock these 2 down. They still got time.
So Mia makes the first free throw. It's 46-53. Stearns with a 7-point advantage. Henderson makes a pair. And Coach Graham takes a timeout. It's a full variety. Minute 39 left on the clock. Stearns is up by 6. Back in a minute on WHOU.
At the Maine Baseball Academy, our top priority is to create an experience of advanced learning and skill development for all ages. The YMCA indoor turf facility has many resources that we use to our advantage while developing young athletes. Our top-tier coaching staff includes Director of Operations Ryan Lincoln and John Fry, Searsport District High School, Cody Collins, Bangor Christian Schools, and Cam Archer, Old Town High School. Follow us on Facebook at Maine Baseball Academy or call today for more information. Lincoln Power Sports is the leading ATV, snowmobile parts, accessories, and outdoor equipment dealer in Lincoln. Whether you're looking for the latest new products from BRP, Can-Am, Skidoo, or today's best clothing and accessories, we've got it. It's no wonder riders and customers trust Lincoln Power Sports for ATV and snowmobile service and installation of parts and accessories. Stop by our store or browse our extensive online catalog from anywhere in the world. Call 207-794-8100. We would love to hear from you.
MMG Insurance is a
Stearns has the basketball, able to break the press. Miss a layup, but Allison Alley has it here for Stearns. Tegan Ewing's checked in during that timeout.
Tough break for Houlton. They gave up a layup, but you got to get that rebound, Tim.
Minute 20 left on the clock here in overtime. Stearns with the basketball. They lead by 6. It's tied up at 45 at the end of regulation, and now a turnover is going to occur right in front of the Stearns bench. Allison Alley is going to lose the ball, so Houlton will have it.
Yeah, it's a big play, right? Go down and hit a 3, and it's a one-possession game.
Shires tried to get a sub into the game, but the player was not at the table in time. Here's Drew Warman. She's going to look to drive through some contact. Robinson's going to be called for the blocking foul.
Yep. That's going to be 5 on her, too.
So Robinson picks up her 4th personal.
Coach Cullen not happy with that call. Yeah, I thought that was 5 on her, but it is only 4.
Drew Warman at the free throw line. Can't get the first free throw to go. So it's going to remain a 6-point game.
Houlton's first missed free throw of the half right there.
Second free throw is good. So it's 53-48.
They need another turnover somehow.
And a foul is going to occur. It's going to be against the Shires. It's going to be 18 fouls on Houlton, 57.7 now on the clock, and make it 9 team fouls. So a 1-1 opportunity coming up here for Catherine Alley.
Catherine Alley 3 for 3 from the line in the game, Tim. Remember last year she had a game where we broadcast where she was like 9 for 9. Really good free throw shooter.
Catherine gets the first free throw to go. It's 54-48.
Might be worth it checking in for Sam Condon, looking to get another 3-point shooter in there if you're holding.
Catherine Alley able to get the second free throw. 55-48 now is the score. Under a minute on the clock as Mia Henderson advances the ball up along the left side, gives it to Warman, step through move. The official's got his hand up, and they are going to say it's going to be a foul. They're kind of looking at each other. He was trying to figure out who the call was on. It's going to be on Allison Alley.
Good take by Drew Warman there.
So it makes it 55-50 as we see Sam Condon check into the game here for Houlton.
Houlton's about 1 turnover away from being legit back in the game.
They're going to correct the fouls. It is going to be on Allison Alley. They had the foul on Catherine Alley. Drew Warman at the line. Misses a free throw. So it keeps it a 5-point game. Allison Alley triple teamed in the backcourt. And a reach-in foul on Mia Henderson. We'll see Allison Alley go to the line.
Yeah, I think that's 5 on Mia.
If she makes a pair here, she'll be able to ice the game.
Yeah, it'll be 3 possessions with 40 seconds.
And Mia just got the bad news, but a good game for Mia. Hit a couple big threes, Rob.
Hit a huge 3 in the 4th quarter, for sure.
You get this far into the game, as we've now played almost 36 minutes of basketball. That's what your 5 fouls are there for. You got to use them. 2 free throws coming up for Allison Alley. Allison misses the first.
Well, still a game. Going to be a 2-possession game, even on a make here.
Allison's second is good. So it's 56-50. 40 seconds on the clock here in overtime. Tegan Ewings drives. Baseline floater up and in.
Yeah, nice take there by Tegan. A little soft shot on the baseline.
Houlton now looking for a steal. Catherine Alley hands it off to Allison Alley. Clock down to 24 seconds. Houlton not going to have much choice but to foul as it'll finally occur. Stopping the clock at 20.8 seconds.
Yep, you got to lengthen the game now, right? You got to lengthen the game. You got to hope they miss free throws.
Olivia Henderson's going to pick up the foul. That's going to be her 4th personal.
Stearns is going to keep the ball in the Alley girls' hands, which is good coaching, smart basketball. But they make free throws.
She makes that first free throw. Second free throw from Allison is up and good as well. 58-52, Stearns in the driver's seat. Olivia Henderson drives, puts it up and in.
Nice take. Didn't use up a lot of time either.
Coach Gramlow's out of timeouts, so he can't use one to try to save those extra seconds as a foul will be committed. They'll walk the other direction. 8.3 seconds are left on the clock.
It's pretty academic at this point, really.
As Olivia just got her 5th personal foul, so she is done for the ball game.
2-possession game.
On the bench.
with 8 seconds left, unless they foul you, and you got to hope Allie misses both these free throws.
.3 seconds are on the clock. Allison Alley misses the first free throw.
Yeah, she's missed a couple here. You don't usually see that a whole lot.
Allison's second free throw is up and good. And Coach Nick Cullen's going to take a timeout. With 8.3 seconds on the clock, his team with a 5-point lead will take a 30-second break and bring it back for the rest of this ball game. Back in 30 seconds.
MMG Insurance is a proud sponsor of high school basketball. Founded in 1897 and based in Presque Isle, MMG has independent insurance agents across Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. MMG has recently received a national award in innovation, was recognized as the Maine Company of the Year by the Maine Insurance Agents Association, and again named among the best places to work in Maine. Find out more about MMG by visiting our website, mmgins.com. MMG Insurance, protecting your piece of the world.
We're back here live on WHOU, broadcast from Alumni Gymnasium. 8.3 seconds left on the clock. Stearns with a 5-point advantage here in overtime. It's 59-54. The Shires are going to need a miracle. Drew Warman gets the ball up, tries a little scoop shot, and that is the way this game is going to conclude. It went to overtime. They needed 36 minutes, but in the end, it's Stearns picking up the victory, and they're going to improve their record to 10-0. We'll go ahead and take a short break. We'll take a 30-second break and then bring it back for the Pat's Pizza postgame show. Back shortly on WHOU.
Hi from Jeans, where you'll find better TV and more ways to enjoy it. Get 190 channels for $59.99 a month with Dish. Plus, get a free voice remote on us. And remember, we're also trained Nest Pros and deliver white glove service for all kinds of smart home solutions, like the Google Nest Learning Thermostat or the Google Nest Cam Outdoor, which lets you look after your home from anywhere so you can travel worry-free. So come and visit our newest location on Stillwater in Bangor, or visit us online to find a local store near you.
Back live here on WHOU. Rob's made his way down courtside. He has found our Pat's Pizza postgame guest. Rob, I'll turn it over to you.
Thanks, Tim. Over here with Catherine Alley. Catherine, great job. Really, it was a back-and-forth game. They kind of had control with about 2 minutes left. You guys put your heads down and cranked up the defense.
Yeah, we didn't want to lose. Going to keep that undefeated streak going.
Great. How is it? You're at the top of Class C by a long shot, and you're the favorite. Feel any pressure at all?
Not really. I think we're the best team, and we just come and we keep showing it. So
I like that confidence. I think your coach would like that confidence too. That's good. What did Coach say to you with about a minute and a half left? Things weren't going that well. He called the timeout, and you came out of that timeout looked like a different team.
Well, he was just saying that we really need to step it up, make them force turnovers, and get a quick score. So.
Well, listen, great job. I'm sure we'll see you in Bangor. Thank you for being our Pat's Pizza post-game guest, and good luck the rest of the season. Hope you ended undefeated, except maybe when you play the Shires. I got to be 50-50 then at least. All right, good luck the rest of the year.
Thank you.
And back to you.
Thanks a lot, Rob. He never fails to be able to get in that little Shires plug down there. And it was quite a game for both Catherine Alley and the Stearns girls. Just when it looked like they were down and out, they were able to crawl back in, and at one point they were down 38-45. They were able to score the final 7 points of regulation and went into the game, or into overtime, I should say, tied at 45. And they're able to hold on for a 57-52 win. And, for them, Rob, that's going to be worth an awful lot of points, no doubt about it. And for them, they will advance their record to 10-0. Houlton drops to 5-4 on the season. They're going to have to turn around and play Foxcroft Academy at the Ponies Place on Saturday at 1:30 p.m. The next game coming up for Stearns is going to be at home against Mattinock Academy. That game also on Saturday, and that game will be at 2:30 p.m. Coming up on WHOU, some of our other games. We've got a night off tomorrow night, but on Saturday, a plethora of games coming your way At noontime, it's going to be the Dexter PVHS girls. Hodgson at Fort Kent. That game will be at 4:30. A double dip up in Caribou. It's going to be Washington Academy. The girls play at 3, the boys at 4:30. And then Rob and I will make the trip up to the Panther Palace in Mars Hill. It's going to be the Woodland Dragons going to Mars Hill. And that's going to be 2 games, 2:30 and 4 p.m. So still lots of action here on WHOU. Just turned the calendar to 2020, to the month of January, and it looks like it's going to be one heck of a full month for us.
Yeah, absolutely, and great way to start it with a really, really good game tonight. Tough loss for the Lady Shires. You have a truckload of points, a minute and 30 seconds away or so, somewhere in that neighborhood. Couldn't close the deal. You got to give it to Stearns. They cranked up the defense, forced some bad turnovers for Houlton, and that made the difference in the game.
No question about it. Rob, why don't you go ahead and run down through some of the scoring?
Sure, let's start with the Shires. They were led by Tegan Ewings. Did a really nice job making shots for them. She had 19 big points. Becca Howe with 12 points. Becca with a really solid game all over the glass, and 6 for 8 from the foul line for Becca. Just a nice game. Mia Henderson with 11 points. Solid game for Mia. Olivia Henderson with 5. Drew Warman with 3. Kenny DeBazio with 2, and Abby Worthley with 2 for Houlton's total of 52. Stearns, they were led by Catherine Alley, 19 points. Think about that. Think about the defensive pressure that her and her sister, who had 17 points, Allison Alley, had on them all game, and they still were able to drop 36 points between the two of them. Annalise Robinson had 9 points. Great job by her. Katie Kenyon had 6 points, including a big bucket in the overtime. Maisie Gersa did a nice job off the bench for them. She had 4 points, and Casey Kenyon had 4 points for their total of 57.
Well, that'll wrap it up here for us tonight on WHOU. Again, a night off tomorrow night, but 2 back in on Saturday. We're going to have all kinds of games taking place on Saturday, and then you can we'll take you right into essentially when the Patriots playoff game is. If you're a Patriots fan, if you're not, then you're wrong. But that's just the way it works, right, Rob?
Absolutely.
The dynasty's not done yet.
Not yet.
They're still wearing the rings. And Tom's hungry for another one.
I don't feel great about this year. Let me say that. But next year.
Let me ask you a question. Did you feel good about last year at this time?
No, I didn't.
I didn't either.
That's a good point.
So when the Patriots get into the playoffs, you just never know. I would like to have seen them have this weekend off.
Yeah, that would have been huge.
It certainly didn't happen. We got the Dolphins to blame for that.
I don't know what happened against the Dolphins.
We can't even talk about it.
No, it's a tough one.
But for our entire crew, for Lori Susi running the camera tonight, Chelsea Gentle helping out on production back at the studio, Daniel Ross running the board, and for Rob Moran doing color, I am Tim Tweedy. Again, final score here from Alumni Gymnasium, 57-52. It was Stearns with the come-behind victory, and they pull it out in overtime. Their record moves to 10-0. Tune in on Saturday. We'll have more games on WHOU. Until then, good night, everyone.